Get ready, news junkies. We're diving headfirst into a whirlwind of high-stakes transfers, managerial shakeups, and financial maneuvers that are shaking up the football world. Newcastle United is at the center of it all, facing massive decisions that could redefine their future. We're kicking things off with a massive potential £50 million decision for Newcastle United regarding their goalkeeping situation, with Bart Verbruggen being heavily linked. But it's not just about the players. We're also looking at Eddie Howe, who is fighting for his future as the Newcastle manager amidst a turbulent summer and the club facing the possibility of multiple high-profile sales. And the financial drama doesn't stop there. Newcastle United, backed by the PIF, has just reported a significant profit, but how did they achieve it? We're breaking down the stadium sale that's making waves. Finally, we're asking the burning question: can Serie A clubs even afford our Italy and Newcastle star, Sandro Tonali, with his massive price tag? It's all happening right now. Stick around, you won't want to miss a second of this. Subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Newcastle United is reportedly on the verge of a massive £50 million decision concerning their goalkeeping future. With both Nick Pope and Aaron Ramsdale sharing duties this season, the Magpies are exploring options, and Brighton's Bart Verbruggen has emerged as a top target. However, a hefty £50 million valuation placed on the 24-year-old by Brighton has sparked significant debate, with former Everton CEO Keith Guimaraes questioning the steep price tag for a goalkeeper, suggesting that while it might be a future-proofing deal, the cost is substantial. Newcastle also faces other pressing needs, including a goal-scoring striker and defensive reinforcements, making this potential transfer a high-risk, high-reward gamble, especially if they miss out on European qualification. As it stands, no formal bid has been made, and Brighton is in no rush to sell their promising young talent. Will Newcastle meet Brighton's eye-watering demand, or will this transfer saga take a different turn? Stay tuned as we uncover the latest on this potential record-breaking deal, and get ready for the intense pressure building around manager Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe's tenure as Newcastle manager hangs precariously in the balance as the club braces for a tumultuous summer transfer window. Facing pressure to balance financial regulations, Newcastle is reportedly forced to sell key players before making new signings, while Howe's future remains uncertain. The Magpies' underwhelming 12th-place finish and early exits from cup competitions, compounded by recent derby defeats, have intensified scrutiny. Chief Executive David Hopkinson has offered no guarantees, framing the remaining 7 games as an audition for Howe, emphasizing the club's hurt over the derby loss and their focus on finishing strongly. Despite the uncertainty, sources suggest the club wants Howe to stay, but a failure to secure European football could trigger a change. The potential departures of stars like Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, Tino Livramento, and Anthony Gordon are being eyed to ease financial burdens, creating tension between Howe and the board who aim to build on last season's success. Adding to the drama, there are whispers of Howe being a potential target for Amanda Staveley should she take over Tottenham Hotspur. The club has also been offered striker Gonçalo Ramos from PSG, and a Manchester City defender is reportedly considering a move to Newcastle. The coming weeks are crucial for deciding Newcastle's path forward, whether it's building together or rebuilding with new personnel. Can Howe navigate these choppy waters and secure his job, or will he be the next high-profile departure? We'll dive into the financial implications next, specifically how Newcastle managed to report a profit. Newcastle United, bolstered by Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, has announced an annual profit of £35 million for the 12 months ending June 2025, a significant turnaround from the previous year's loss. This remarkable financial health was largely driven by the sale of their iconic St. James Park Stadium and associated property assets to a company within the club's ownership structure. The transaction, involving PZ Nuco Holdings acquiring leasehold improvements for $229 million, generated a substantial $171 million accounting gain for the club, preventing a considerable loss. Football finance expert Kieran Maguire confirmed the legality of such deals, provided they are conducted at fair market value and scrutinized by the Premier League, noting that clubs like Aston Villa and Chelsea have engaged in similar practices. This financial boost comes after a successful year on the pitch, marked by winning a domestic trophy and qualifying for the Champions League. CEO David Hopkinson highlighted the strong progress both on and off the pitch, attributing the increased turnover and commercial revenue to the solid foundations being laid for the future. The PIF's investment strategy is also evolving, with a greater emphasis on attracting private sector investment. While the club boasts a healthy profit, the question remains, can they afford to keep their star players? We're turning our attention to Sandro Tonali's future next. The future of Italy and Newcastle star Sandro Tonali is a hot topic, with his considerable price tag posing a significant challenge for Serie A clubs looking to sign him. Despite being one of Europe's most highly regarded central midfielders, and his recent stellar performances for the Italian national team, Juventus and other Italian clubs face a tough financial battle. Reports suggest Newcastle will demand at least €90 million for Tonali next summer, a figure that makes a move to Serie A highly improbable given the competition from Premier League giants like Arsenal, Manchester United, and Manchester City. Tonali's agent is set to discuss his client's future with Newcastle, with the player currently focused on playing in the Champions League. While a move seems likely given Newcastle's potential absence from European competitions next season, Tonali has expressed deep gratitude for the bond he shares with the Newcastle fans, particularly for their unwavering support during his betting ban. He cherishes the non-judgmental relationship he has built with the Toon Army, describing it as a rare and profound connection that goes beyond the game itself. That wraps up our look at Tonali's potential transfer saga. Now, let's quickly recap all the major headlines that rocked the football world today. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. We saw Newcastle United weighing a massive £50 million decision on goalkeeper Bart Verbruggen, Eddie Howe fighting to save his job amidst potential sales of stars like Bruno Guimarães and Sandro Tonali, Newcastle reporting a significant profit thanks to a stadium sale, and the massive price tag that might keep Sandro Tonali away from Serie A clubs. Don't miss out on any future breaking news. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social media channels. We'll see you next time.